Hey guys, what's going on? It's Waldo, and today we're here for episode number 5 of my Los Angeles Angels franchise here on OOTP 17. Second time I'm going to try to record this. The first time, my dog was barking a little bit, and then my mom ended up coming home for lunch, so I figured I'd talk to her for a little bit, and then some other stuff got in the way, but 2 o'clock, finally, my time. I'm going to try to record this. You guys know, if you've ever checked at the bottom right of one of these videos, you see I normally record these at around 11 a.m. But today we're doing it at 2 p.m., so it's a little different. But as you can see, we're here at opening day, Sunday, April 9th, 2017. And if we go to spring coverage, just looking at some of the stats for people in the spring. Hold on. So if we go to here, we see that Martin Prado ended up finishing 9th in batting average with 392. Him and Calhoun were actually the top 2 in the AL at one point, but I guess that kind of went away. And obviously, I should mention that, spring stats, so don't put too much into this, but, I think it's just always kind of cool to see, like, what's going on. I mean, like, this guy on the Cleveland Indians seems to have... Look at this. Like, he had the highest batting average, the highest OBP, highest slugging, highest OPS. Good peripherals. I mean, it seems like this guy had a very good spring. So, obviously, shouldn't look too much into it. It's just nice to see. Calhoun finished 9th in slugging percentage. He finished 9th in OPS. Keep on going here. Prado had the most hits. Calhoun finished 5th. G-Man Choi, he had 2 triples. James McCann had 4. Calhoun finished tied for second with 5 home runs. He finished tied for second with 19 RBIs. Trout and Aoki finished second and third with 16 and 15 runs scored. Mauer drew the most walks. Trout finished 5th. Laurie struck out the most times. Ramos struck out the 4th most times. And Cole Calhoun had the 3rd most total bases behind my main man, Maikel Franco. It's nice to see. Moving on to pitching. This was actually pretty surprising. So... we actually had some, maybe, I wouldn't call them good performances, but, I mean, it seems like some of our pitchers, at least in the spring, they did okay. Jordan Walden had the lowest ERA. Tyler Skaggs, the 4th lowest. Andrew Heaney had the most wins. Obviously wins, that's a really skewed stat, but at least he's at top for something. I don't know. Tim Lincecum, he finished tied with the most losses with Garrett Cole, who looked like a rough spring, which is why, you don't put stock into spring stats because, I mean, Cole, he's obviously not going to have a 6.30 ERA and a 1.6 whip. Richards and Santiago started 6 games, which appears to be the most over the course of the spring. They also pitched the most innings, not surprisingly. Let's see, what do we got here? Alvarez finished 2nd in hits per 9 innings, which is not surprising since he's a reliever. Although I guess it doesn't really matter since everyone's not pitching that much. But anyway... Santiago, he had the 3rd most walks. That's a bit concerning, but I mean, maybe he's just, ironing out the flaws in his game, maybe developing a new pitcher or something. I don't know. And that's why he had all those walks. I mean, it's just spring, once again. Morin had 22 Ks. That was 5 behind the leader. He also, it seems like he had pretty high K per 9 innings. Alvarez held opponents to a 1.11 batting average. And that's about it. So if we look at the preseason predictions, which I'm not going to forget this year, Toronto's supposed to win 100 games. They're supposed to be the only 100-win team, it looks like. So we are supposed to finish 85 and 77, 9 games back of the Astros, who are supposed to finish 94 and 68. 264 team average, 147 home runs, 35 stolen bases. So I think I forgot to address the speed, unfortunately, but we're supposed to finish with a 3.60 ERA, 633 runs against. Close to 1,300 Ks and close to 500 walks. Mike Trout, supposed to be one of the top 10 hitters in the American League, /307, 436, 590, with 41 home runs, 77 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases. And we don't have any top 10 pitchers, which, to be honest, is not all too surprising. So, with that being said, let's just take one last look at our roster before we... Oh, actually... Yeah, I have to send some guys down here. So I think who's not going to be up here? Rasmus is going to go on the... How long are you out? 3 to 4 months. We'll put you on the 60-day. Perez is up here. Navarro is not. Caleb Cowart is not. Cassius is not. I think, right? Yeah, okay, so we're just keeping Ramirez, Jay, Crone, and Perez. Okay. So Wait, and Bandy's not up here, right? Yeah, it's Ramos and Perez. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So Bandy's going down. G-Man Choi's going down. We need to send down 2 more people. Who are we sending down? Looks like Skaggs and somebody else. Actually, oops. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, there we go. I think I accidentally forgot to, maximize that window there real quick. Yeah, so Skaggs is going down and Schumacher's going down. So we should be good to go here. Yep, so our pitching rotation is going to go Richards, Santiago, Heaney, Lincecum, and Eichhoff. Our middle relief guys are going to, at least at this point, they're going to be Walden, Alvarez, Morin, and Barraclough. I believe this was the guy we got in the Rule 5 draft. Yep, Rule 5 draft from Miami. So we'll see if he does good. Mark Melanson will be one of our setup men, Brett Cecil the other, and Greg Holland, who is now healthy, will be our closer. Moving on to lineups, we're going to have Nori Aoki leading off, followed by Trout, Calhoun, Pujols in the cleanup spot, Joe Mauer, a new addition at first base. We'll see what he can do. Obviously, he's getting a little up there in age, but I felt that he gave us maybe just a small upgrade over Crone. But we'll find out. I might be completely wrong on that, so we'll see. Martin Prado batting 6th, Andrelton Simmons 7th, Wilson Ramos 8th, and Brett Laurie rounding out the field in the 9 spot. So that's how we're looking at this point. I don't think there's too much else to go over here. Let me just check my mail here, see if there's anything else I need to go over. Oh, nope. I don't want any jobs. I don't want a new job. And nope. So there's no mail. So I guess we're about ready to get going. I think I'll check back in. Let me just take a look at our schedule. I think I'll check back in May 4th just to see. Actually, no, I'll check back in May 1st. That way we can just see how the team's doing. So I will see you guys once again when we get to May 1st. Alright, and we are back. It is Monday, May 1st, 2017. Something cool that happened during the simulation that you guys did not see. My main man, Norio Yamaguchi, arguably one of the best scouts in this game, he found us a pretty good center fielder in the Dominican Republic, 4.5-star potential. It seems like this guy is a power speed guy. He has good defensive ratings, I suppose. So it'll be fun to see. It's always fun to see when your scouts find these really young guys in the Dominican Republic or whatever. It's always cool. Maybe 6 years from now, we'll see oh, yo, that's the guy that we found a while back. So it'll be fun to see if he develops. But enough about that. We are having a very good start to the season, 14-5, 2 games ahead of the 12-7 Seattle Mariners. Looking at our lineup, I should mention, because there's a big hole in our lineup. You see Joe Mauer, he actually had a strained back muscle, I believe, right? Yeah, strained back. So he's going to be out for another 1 to 2 weeks. So that's why there's that hole in that lineup, I believe. Let me see who's filling in for him. CJ Crone's filling in for him. So that's how that's going. Our pitching staff has been absolutely tremendous. Garrett Richards, 2-1 record. And actually, let me just go to... Actually, I'm all over the place here. I'm just really excited because we're actually doing really, really well for once. We're tied for 12th in runs scored, but we're 3rd in batting average, 6th in OBP, tied for 11th in home runs, tied for 13th in stolen bases, which is not really a big surprise. But look at this. 1st in runs against, 1st in starters ERA, 6th in bullpen ERA, and 3rd in defensive efficiency. So the areas that we were lacking in last year, it seems like we're doing a lot better this year. So hopefully that's a good sign. If we go to pitching staff and then sort by, where is it? ERA. Melanson, he's doing good. He still hasn't let up an earned run here through the first month of the season. He has let up 1 run, but no earned. Brett Cecil's doing good as well. Tim Lincecum, as I had hoped so far, I know this isn't going to, keep up, but he's having a really big renaissance season. He's 2-0 with a 1.21 ERA, 22 Ks, 6 walks. His FIP is 252, so, I don't think that's sustainable because he hasn't done this good in a very long time. Hector Santiago, he's picking up right where he left off last year with a 153 ERA, 19 Ks, only 1 walk, so that's what I was talking about. He was close to the league in walks in spring training, but he only has 1 now. Mike Morin, a 159 ERA, 2 Ks, and 5 2/3 innings of work. Garrett Richards, he's on fire, 2-1, 17K, 6 walks, a 198 ERA. His FIP is 292, but unlike Lincecum, I do think that's sustainable for Richards. Eichhoff, he has a 250 ERA, holding opponents to a 197 batting average. 7 Ks, 9 walks. I don't like to see that, so hopefully that improves. And his FIP is 484, so I doubt he'll be able to keep this up. But if he can just keep an ERA around 4, I would be happy, to be pretty honest. There we go. I don't know what that was. And Andrew Heaney rounding out the rotation, a 401 ERA, a 307 FIP, 18 Ks and 6 walks in 24 and 2/3 innings of work. The rest of our bullpen is not doing very well. Greg Holland's having a bit of a rough go of it, although all their FIPs are pretty low, so maybe they're just getting unlucky. Barraclough, 491 ERA, but his FIP is 258. Alvarez, 736 ERA, but his FIP is 148. And Jordan Walden with a 36 ERA, but he's only appeared in 2 games. So, yeah, these bottom 3 relievers here, they've only appeared in 2 or 3 games, so I'm not too concerned. They'll get things figured out eventually. And if we move to lineups, sort by OPS, CJ Cron, I guess, was a little upset at me for getting Mr. Joe Mauer. He's tearing the cover off the ball, slashing 368, 422, 474, OPS and close to 900. He doesn't have any home runs, but he has 4 doubles. Mike Trout, bit of a slow start by his standards, at least compared to last year. He's hitting 257, 325, 514. He does have 6 home runs, 11 RBIs, 19 strikeouts, 7 walks, no stolen bases. Andrelton Simmons is having a really hot start to the season. He's batting close to 340, OPSing just over 800 with a home run, 4 walks, and 7 Ks. Carlos E. Perez, that catcher that didn't do very good last year, he's, done pretty well to start things off in, limited action, obviously. But if he could, maybe just hit around 240, 250, I'd be pretty happy. Wilson Ramos having a good start to the year as well. A lot of these guys are. Alexi Ramirez, he's a backup, as is John Jay. Cole Calhoun, he has only 1 home run, hitting 253. I imagine that'll get better as time goes on. Pujols is having a bit of a rough start. He's slashing just barely above 200, a 211, 275, 394, OPSing under 700, 3 home runs, 11 strikeouts, 6 walks. He's had a really rough start through the year, but hopefully he picks it up because we're going to have to pay for him for the next, 5 years, 6 years, something like that. Aoki, he's doing about what I expected. Laurie, he does have 14 strikeouts, but albeit he is still hitting 277 with an OPS close to 700. Martin Prado, he's doing about what I expected as well. So overall, we've had a really good start to the year. I'm really happy with how the team is performing. I think now what I'm going to do is just simulate ahead up to the draft, and I will stop the simulation if anything interesting happens. So I will. All right, I know I said I'd be right back, but one thing I forgot to mention, because I just saw we lost to the Houston Astros. Before I started, coming back to talk about how we did in April. We went on a really nice winning streak here. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We went on a 9-game winning streak at the end of April, which was nice because before that we were a little inconsistent. You see, we won 2 against Boston, then lost the 3rd game, and then we won the first one against the Pirates, but then lost the next 2. We split a 4-game set against Detroit, so we were a little inconsistent there to start the year. But then this 9-game winning streak happened, and that was really surprising because I don't remember us going on a 9-game winning streak in 2016, so it's always nice to see just a bunch of green in a row, especially a whole week like that. I don't know, I just always think that's really cool. But anyway, same plans before. I will come back when we reach the first year player draft. Alright, we are here. It's Tuesday, June 6th. It is the first year player draft. These seem to be the top 10 guys here according to BNN's predictions. The one thing I should mention, the injury bug really hit us hard. Nori Aoki, he's going to be out for the rest of the season with post-concussion syndrome. And Andrelton Simmons, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. That's nice. He's going to be out for the rest of the season with a torn labrum. So the injury bug really hit us hard at a really bad time because, as you see, we're still playing really, really well. We're 34-18, 7 games ahead of the Texas Rangers. So, I guess the positive is that we've built ourselves... I can't speak English anymore. We've built ourselves a nice buffer. So, hopefully we don't... we have a 7-game lead. So, it's not like we're fighting for a playoff spot right now. We're in a pretty good shape. we just have to hope that the guys that we called up do okay. Basically, what I did to replace Aoki, I moved Jay into the starting left field spot because he was doing pretty well this year, and I called up Chad Hinshaw from the Salt Lake City Bees. Hopefully, he doesn't kill us. I don't think he will. He was doing pretty well down in AAA, and I know it's the Pacific Coast League, but I mean, he does have speed, which is something we desperately need, and he's pretty good in the field. I know his offensive stats aren't that good, but hopefully as a backup outfielder, he won't kill us. And to fill in for Andrelton Simmons, I called up, Daniel Casillas. That's that guy we signed in the offseason from Cuba. Or maybe not Cuba. Where did we sign him from? Okay, anyway, yeah, so he was doing really, really well down in AAA as well. His contact isn't high, which is something I'm worried about, but once again, he has speed. He can play almost anywhere in the field, so I'm really not too worried. I hope he can hold his own, because if he can't, then we have a problem, because I don't trust Alexi Ramirez to hold down the fort for the rest of the year, so I'm hoping that Casillas can get the job done. But anyhow, let's just get a recap here. So our pitching staff kind of came back down to earth, not surprisingly. Richards now has a 4.19 ERA, Santiago to 3.8, Heaney with a 4.21, Lincecum, he's still doing good, better than I expected, to be perfectly honest. And Eichhoff, he's actually been the best pitcher so far, at least in terms of ERA. Our bullpen is it's undescribable. Let's go with that. So Holland, he's doing very, very well. I can't be too mad at him. Cecil and Melanson, I can't be too mad at them either. But Barraclough and Alvarez, they are having really, really rough seasons here. If we look at the FIP, Alvarez's FIP is 3.8 and Barraclough's is 5.10. So I think we're going to have to take Barraclough out of here because I can't deal with this anymore. He's not been doing good at all. So I think what we're going to do, I think he was our Rule 5 pick. So this, I thought I could offer him back to the other team. Can I not do that? What about if I waive in DFA? I thought I could offer him back to the other team if I wanted to. Can I not do that? I guess I can't. I thought there's got to be a way, right? Can I release him? All right, yeah, because that's not that much. So we're getting rid of him. I'll keep Alvarez up here, but we needed to get rid of Barraclough because he wasn't doing anything. And I think we're going to call up this guy right here, Cam Bedrosian. I mean, I guess he's our best option at this point because I don't feel like signing a free agent. Maybe Schumacher? Well, he's been starting down there. I don't want to mess that up. He has been doing good, though. I will give him that. What about Skaggs? Maybe... no, he's been getting lit up. Ugh. Maybe Nick Trapino? No, I want to keep him down there so we can... All right, yeah, we're going to call up Bedrosian. Hopefully that doesn't backfire. So he's going to be mid-relief. And, yeah, okay, so that's that. Looking at our lineup, sort by OPS. Brett Lawrie has done extremely well this year. He's slashing 309, 370, 479, 6 home runs, 37 RBIs. He does not lead the team in strikeouts. He's third on the team in Ks, but he does have 17 walks. You know, I am very surprised. I did not expect this out of him. Carlos Perez still in backup time. He's not doing too bad. Pujols has picked it up since the last time we checked in. Prado sitting close to 300. John Jay is doing good since he got inserted into that into the starting left field spot. Mike Trout has had one hell of a season, and I don't mean that in a good way either. He's slashing 224, 308, 459 with 13 home runs, 31 RBIs, 50 strikeouts, and only 23 walks. It has not been a good year for him. He's only been a one-win player so far. His WAR is 1 exactly. He's OPSing under 800. It's not concerning because I know this isn't going to happen a lot, but still, it's, you know, especially now since Simmons and Aoki are out, we need everybody producing at their best. And Trout, you know, hitting 224, it's not gonna. We need him to step it up definitely. CJ Cron, he's doing good in limited time. Anybody I'm missing? Wilson Ramos, he fell off, but I mainly just got him for his defense. He's pretty good defensively, so I'm not too concerned. And Joe Mauer, he came back from injury and he's doing pretty good for, you know, he's in line with what he's done over the past several years. So I'm not, excuse me. So I'm not really that upset. Alexi Ramirez, he's still hitting at 200, and Chad Hinshaw, he's only gotten into one game. So that's how the team's looking. Let's go to the first-year player draft. We have the 12th overall selection. Seems like the Rockies, wow, look at that. So the Rockies have 2 picks in the top 5. Milwaukee has 2 picks in the top 10. There's my Philadelphia Phillies at number 4, unfortunately. All right, so let's continue the draft. Next pick. Let's see, who do we have here? Jonathan Windham. Who does our head scout think we should take? So he thinks we should take this catcher out of college. No. Okay, no. We're definitely not taking him. How about Carter Kieboom? All right, he's interesting. Seems like a lot of these guys are third. Oh, wait, no. Let me look at everybody. Are there any pitchers up here, maybe? No. Okay, it's the same thing. What about Raymond Gill? I don't like his contact. Joseph. It seems like this is a very third base heavy class, so if you needed a third baseman, this would be the class for you. Oh, yo, here we go. Cash Case. There's a name. All right, I'm leaning towards Windham, just because it seems like he's the best available. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Windham. Jacob Bless, maybe in the second round. I don't know. Bryce Carter, no. All right, yeah, we're gonna go with Jonathan Windham. It just seems like he's the best player at this point. It seems like this is a pretty weak class, to be perfectly honest. But we're gonna draft him, then auto draft until the next pick. All right, so Kieboom's still there. That's interesting. So he thinks we should take Hunter Purdue. Yeah, I could, I wouldn't mind taking him. Yeah, I think I will take Hunter Purdue. And if Kieboom's there in the next round, then we'll take him then. So draft the player. I'm hoping Kieboom's still there, and he is. So why is he still there? He's an easy sign for us, too, which is... Yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to get Kieboom because he's an easy sign for us, and he doesn't want that much, so we'll do that until the next pick. Okay, now who does our scouting director think we should take? Joseph Perez. I don't really want to take another third baseman, but... What about this Tanner Burns guy? Yeah, I think I'm going to take Tanner Burns, actually, yeah. Extremely hard, that's fine, we can get him. All you got to do is meet the demand for those extremely hard guys, and you're good to go. Alright, there we go, everybody went now. Jack Little? Nah, I don't like his fastball. Christopher Martin? Alright, yeah, he's interesting. Very easy sign. Yeah, we'll sign him. Or draft him, I should say. Draft him. Okay. Till the next pick. Who does Mr. Yamaguchi think we should take? Cole Jackson, a catcher out of college. Yeah, I mean, what is it? The 6th round? I guess that's not too bad for the 6th round. Easy sign? Yeah, okay. Why not? Now let's see who's still available. Any pitchers here? What about this? Connor Manuse? Ooh. His control's not too good, but I'd be willing to take a risk on him. Ooh, Evan Cannon looks solid, though. Manuse. Let me take a chance on this pitcher, because one of the goals, obviously, I said in the first episode, was to get more pitching, so let me take a chance on him. Zachary Daniels, a center fielder out of high school. Yeah, sure. I like what my boy Yamaguchi is doing this draft. He's making some nice recommendations. If Cannon's still there, I'll take him. Unless, who is this? It could be pretty solid. Is he easy? Extremely hard? Let's go. Yeah, okay. It seems like he could be a solid depth piece if he ever makes it up to the big leagues. Okay, 10th round. So let me just take Cannon and get out of here. Well, who does our scouting director think we should take? He thinks we should take Evan Cannon? No, Jake Coulterman. Yeah, okay, I could deal with that. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's all we're gonna do. 10 rounds. That's usually all I do. So complete the draft. So this will take a little bit. I think now what I'm gonna do is just simulate ahead until we get the news that all these guys signed. So I will bring you guys back when we get some news about our draftees. All right, and we're back. That did not take very long. You see, it's only June 15th, so it took about a week to get everybody that we needed. I decided not to give Daniels a contract because he wants 2.2 million, as do these 4 gentlemen. Well, I don't know what these other 3 gentlemen want, but Kyler Arenado wanted 2.2 million too. I gave Tanner Burns 4 million. I didn't know his demand was that high, so that's why it was either Burns or Daniels and Arenado, and I decided to go with Burns just because we need the pitching. So I'm letting all these guys go back. I guess they're all going to go to college, so maybe we'll draft them at a later date, maybe not. But unfortunately, the injury bug is still hitting us hard. Daniel Casillas went down, so one shortstop goes down, then another one goes down. So that wasn't, the greatest way to start up this simulation. Once again, you see we kind of hit a rut there. When he went down, we lost, 4-7? But I think at this point, what I'm going to do now is just simulate up ahead until the All-Star game. And that's probably where we're going to end it. Tim Lincecum, he would like to come back. Okay. We'll think about it. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is just go on ahead to the what am I trying to say? The All-Star break, and then we'll go from there. We'll wrap up the video there. So I'll be back when we reach the All-Star break. Alright, so I know it's not the All-Star break, but I always forget about this. The International Amateur Free Agent period signing, or the International Free Agent signing period began. I'm not going to get anybody just because, as you guys remember, we spent over $10 million last year on players, so we can't sign anybody for more than $250,000 this year. And it seems like this is a weak class overall anyway, so I'm kind of glad I went all in last year, because this year it doesn't look like there's that many good guys, at least not according to my scout. But I'll just bring you guys along here until the All-Star break. We're only a couple weeks away, so I figured I might as well bring this in. And Tim, my God, man, you guys are bad luck, man. You guys are bad luck. I start showing you guys how we're doing, and then Lincecum gets injured. Nah, I'm just joking, but we are still doing pretty good. I mean, we haven't lost in June yet. So or July, I should say. And we've received a trade proposal. No, we don't want Scott Van Slyke. No, thank you. I imagine we'll get a couple All-Stars into the game this year. I mean, we do have 50 wins before the All-Star breaks. I mean, I gotta say, I'm very surprised that we have 50 wins before the All-Star break. That's not something I expected. But compensation picks received. No compensation. Okay. Play with my emotions like that. OOTP. That's cool. Man, we lost in July. Damn. All right, so we got this 3-game set against the Indians, followed by another 3-game set. Oh, my goodness. It better not be Scott. Okay. Okay, I am not interested in Scott Van Slyke. There we go. So we got this 3-game set against the Indians, a 3-game set against the Astros, and then a 4-game set against the Texas Rangers. So actually, I'm going to check the standings after this because, here we go, our midseason review. Seems like the team is well on its way to another playoff appearance. Man, you jinxed it. Well done finding an improvement at third base. I know it wasn't that easy of a task. Yes, it was, but Martin Prado looks like he'll be a great player for us. I hope so. Well, while pleased that we've improved to 8th in runs scored so far, I was hoping to end the season at least top 6. Do you think that's still possible? I guess so, yeah. I love the increase in attendance we've seen. The number of families making their way out to Angels Stadium of Anaheim that have never come to a game in previous years is truly exciting. Make sure the team can pick up a good number of wins down the stretch, and I have little doubt you'll complete this goal. We seem to be on the right track to completing this goal. Keep watching the financials and make sure the team doesn't slip on the field, and I'll be a very happy camper. So will I. because it's always my goal to make the playoffs in the second season. So, I guess it's. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we are on the way. I think our owner was onto something there. Especially if we can win this game. Okay, so let me just check the standings. So we're ahead of the Texas Rangers by 7 games, and we are ahead of the Mariners by 12 games. Look at the Astros. They were supposed to win our division this year. They're 14 games out. How about that? All right, so do we have the best record? No, we don't have the best record. Oh, look at the Dodgers. They're running away with it. That's because they got Strasburg, though. That's the only reason. Well, not the only reason. That's one of the reasons. I don't get it. The Dodgers always get Strasburg. I don't understand. Because I'm doing a Phillies franchise, personally, not for YouTube. And the Dodgers got Strasburg there, too. I don't understand. Like, they always sound like all the big money. Like, they got Strasburg. They got Papelbon. They got a lot of them in my Phillies franchise. Mike Trout. Nah, man. At least... I guess it could have come at a worse time, to be honest. Where is he, Mike Trout? Has he picked it up at all? Oh, look at that. He's picked it up. Now he's hitting 263. I like it. So place on disabled list. Oh, well. So we'll see what Mr. Hinshaw can do. Scores and schedules. He did pick it. Not that there's a good time to get injured, but there are some bad times. And, I mean, the All-Star break's right here. So that's basically a week right there. So can't be too mad. So we're almost here at the All-Star break here. And this year I will remember to show you guys the teams because I'm getting back into this now. So I know that you have to show them. I have to show them to you guys when I get this email. And we lost. So after this I will... Okay, wait, no, hold on. Please, we got to win 204, man. Come on. 55 wins before the All-Star break? Yes, all right. There we go. That is big. 55 wins before the All-Star break. This is a very successful first half, homies. So if we check the mail, let's check the... Alright, so let's check the All-Star game rosters. So in the AL, we have Greg Holland, Mike Morin, Albert Pujols, who looks like he's injured, so I guess he's not going to be playing. And Mike Trout, surprisingly, but he's injured. So, maybe... No, I guess Albert Pujols isn't injured. So Trout's injured. He won't be playing, but he did make it. So, but just seeing if there's any surprises. Eduardo Rodriguez made it. Quintana, Anthony Fernandez of the Tigers, and then King Felix, Kluber, but he's injured. Burch Smith of the Rays, a relief pitcher. Cody Allen, Ken Giles, Craig Kimbrell, Hank Conger, Yan Gomes. I guess there's not too many surprises. Yeah, Joey Gallo, that's not really a surprise because he has 23 home runs. There's not maybe Abraham Almonte, but I don't know. Maybe that's kind of a surprise. National League, look at that. Kershaw, Matz, Robbie Ray made it. Okay, there's a big surprise. Yo, he has really good stats. What? What is this? Huh, how about that? I didn't expect him to develop that quickly. Okay. Max Scherzer, Noah Syndergaard, Alex Wood. Let's see here. You can't really say relief pitchers are surprises, I suppose, but Clint Coulter of the Milwaukee Brewers, I guess that's a surprise. Yasmani Grandal, though I think he made it last year, right? He made it hitting .215. Wow, that is surprising. Willie Calhoun of the Dodgers, although he does look like he's doing pretty good this year. Domingo Santana, Tommy Pham. Hey, Pham. I'm sure that's a pun that's been overused. Alright, so that's the All-Star team. So let's just take one more look at the team. We're 8th in runs scored, 5th in batting average, 6th in OBP, 8th in home runs, 14th in stolen bases, 4th, 5th, 6th in runs against, starters ERA, and bullpen ERA, and 9th in defensive efficiency. Our pitching, just from the looks of it, I guess it's doing about what I expected it to. Greg Holland having an excellent season. Looking at our offense, we know that Trout picked it up, but Jay, he's doing okay as a fill-in for Aoki. Calhoun, he's doing okay. Pujols, I guess he's doing about what he's done all year. Maurer, he's right in line with what he's done over the past several years. Prado hitting over 300. Cassius, he's not killing us, which is what I was worried about. Laurie's doing really good at second, and Ramos, I'm really not too concerned about his offense, but it's nice to see he's doing at least adequately. So we are looking good. 6 games up on the Texas Rangers here heading into the All-Star break. 12 up on the Mariners, 15 on the Houston Astros, and 16.5 on the A's. So we are in a really good position. I can't lie, I am very surprised that we are doing this well, but I guess surprises happen in this game all the time. So in the next episode, we will simulate up to the end of the season, hopefully, and then we'll see if we end up making the playoffs for the first time in this series. Leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and as always, guys, hope you have a wonderful day.